Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. You're about to be an ATLian. What's up, squad? Are we live? Hold on, let me see. It says waiting. This say live over here. That say waiting over there. I think it's a delay over here, but that's okay. We're gonna get it together. Hey y'all, what's up, Georgetta? Hey, peaceful. Hold on, let me put my stuff on mute. Okay, that's done. That's done. Biggie, where he's Biggie. Sit. Biggie where he's supposed to be. Let me shut the door for a minute. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know the drill. Like and share, and we will get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLian.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more.
That's her being a blogger.
All of is my son.
Okay, that shit scares you.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all them is her son.
Yes.
All them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Like for real, damn. Did somebody not tell you all these bitches is my sons? All these bitches is my sons. Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. I took a few days off. Well, not really. Did I take a few days off? I've been working, but y'all ain't. I can't. I gotta tell my Patreon what we've been working on. But I've been working though. Fix my color. And so I hadn't been live in what a day and a half. I did go live. Was it yesterday in the car? My days is running together, and I shared it to my members only and my Patreon. So y'all have we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about how all these people want to be vloggers, and I'm gonna say some of the same stuff today. So we're gonna get into that. But before I get started, I want to thank all of my Patreons. Okay, they have been holding me down. Okay, y'all know the drill. Y'all know what I've been doing. Don't be telling nobody though, because it's top secret. And shout out to my members only. I appreciate each and every one of them. These people in the green, these are our members. Okay, these are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing I can do is click that join button. You get special emojis and YouTube privileges and everything. And then if you want to be a real big baller, you can come over to Patreon. You can hang with us after the show, honey, because after the show is when it all goes down. Okay. Shout out to my mods who hold it down in the chat. Y'all be nice in the mods, please, please, please. I know a lot of people be like, I curse, I do this, I do that, and I'm gonna write my curse words. Please refrain from or misspell your curse words in the chat. Do me a favor and do that, okay? I am one for free speech, okay? But free speech sometimes will get me demonetized. So I'm not here for free unless y'all want to give me a whole bunch of super chats. I don't care what y'all say. So there's that. Okay. Shout out to the people who've been blessing me with the cash apps when I'm not even on live. I'd be like, oh, I got $5. Oh, I got $20. I appreciate you. I will shout you out at the end of the stream. What else? What else? Oh. Pink hearts in the chat. Pink hearts in the chat. Y'all got that before I did. For Mama Brown and any other survivor of cancer. And if you going through it, keep going. That's what my pastor say. If you going through it, keep going, because there's always something at the end. Okay, so definitely don't stop moving. Continue doing what you are doing. Stay on top of your health. All of the above. Caretakers out there, take care of yourself as well. I had a self-care day today, y'all. I like literally did absolutely nothing. And tomorrow I was supposed to get my hair done, but I didn't feel like going out. I didn't feel like going nowhere. So I had, curled a little bit, but I'm gonna get the front redone and stuff. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But I like literally did nothing. I was like washing and just doing stuff around the house. I had some plants I had to repot. I was burning candles. I was walking around in my caftan. I was just, just doing what I do. Shout out to Teresa. Hey, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You said, see you and Nene, and she interviewed. What had happened? She had interviewed me. She didn't interview me. I was the T girl. I was the news anchor. I am news anchor girl. Okay. Let me see. Come out you can't come out unless you go through. Amen, Alonzo. You better tell them. Somebody better preach to the people. Okay. Somebody better preach to the people. It's okay to cry every now and then, but after you cry, you better hold your head up and keep it moving. Okay. Listen, it's always darkest before the dawn. Is that what they say? So yeah, everybody's going through something. I hate to come on and complain because I be going through it too. But yeah, I had to take a little break because this week has been crazy. Okay, it's been crazy. But we here and we are going to get through it. But while we getting through it, we're gonna like talk about all of this drama that's been going on online. I know y'all seen it. I got it in the caption in the title. Nene Shane Kenya, Porsha confirming T on the YouTube, Brit Eady speaking out. It is so much. I think I had wrote some more down too. Hold on, what else I had wrote down? It is so much going on. It's like, dang, can y'all just chill for a minute? Just for a minute. Dang. It ain't even been a week since Kenya revealed the revenge PORN, and now y'all fighting on the thing. Oh, it's a lot. Hold on, let me see. I got the Kenya. We talked about that. I got the child. We gonna talk. We are going to talk. Now, is Team Twirl here tonight? Because Team Twirl has been stalking the hell out of me. And I just want them to be here every time I go live when I talk about Kenya because I like to say, I told you so. And while I am not celebrating the demise of anyone, particularly a black woman, okay, when that black woman, black person, black male, black female, whatever brings it on themselves, it could be considered a learning lesson for those of us who, want to aspire to be what they are. Like I'm just saying, if this person has everything, she's beautiful, she's glorious, she's glamorous, she got the daughter she always wanted, she has her hair spa, she's got her products, she's got her supporters, she got all of these things. Why would you try to bring down another woman by sharing intimate, explicit pictures of her? Y'all let me know in the chat if you are secure in yourself. Why would you compare yourself with another person? I just don't understand. Junkie Daniva, why? If you are where the Junkie Bunch at? I know they in here too, because they've been trolling me all week, child. They've been trolling me every day in my comment section. Get over it, get over it, get over it. I'm gonna talk about it every day, okay? Just because y'all tell me to get over it. But if he and Kenya and anybody else are so secure in their spot, okay, if these people have surpassed everybody, if these people are so rich, if these people are so rich and I'm so poor, if Kenya is so beautiful and I'm so ugly, how is it that you get yourself wrapped up in this and you get fired from your job? Y'all tell me what happens? What? I mean, I have never as a grown woman, I'm real grown. Okay, I'm just saying. I done had listen. I done had beef with women I didn't like because we like the same man, all of that. But I have never, in all the years of my life, sat there and say, "Oh, I'm prettier than her. I got more than her. Oh, why they don't like me? Oh, why? I'm just trying to figure this out because, like, and I'm going backwards now. You listen, trigger alert. I'm going backwards. I was online earlier today and I came across more people still talking about the junkie stuff, right? So they was talking about like, he was saying he better than her. He eat better. He da, 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 da. And I'm just like, who says that? Where they say that at? And so I liken that to the whole Kenya Moore situation. Kenya Moore called Brit a peasant. Yeah, we say it in jest over here. We've had some of our callers, Dre, call people peasants or whatever. But who says that? Like at the end of the day, who sits up and looks down on people? Like I don't care if you are a newbie. Like if you got it going on that much, Like, why would you try to drag somebody else down? I just thought that, in order to live a life, a plentiful, blessed life, you literally, just affirm them and move on. Like, I could care less if, I love conflict too now. Don't get me wrong, I love conflict, but I could care less about what you got. Chocolate Capricorn said, I just want to go on the record and say I am vindicated because Kenya Stan said she would never do that. They did say it. They did say that Kenya would be vindicated. They are going around talking about justice for Kenya. But I mean, I didn't already start talking, and I got a lot to say on that, but we gonna get there in a minute. I wanna go through these mini topics before I get to the Kenya topic, because we're gonna be on Kenya the whole live, okay? Because we got the Nene shade, we got the Porsha shade, we got the Brit shade, and all of it wraps up with Kenya, okay? On another note, what else do we have? Oh. There's a lot of other things that have been going on that I found interesting that, I can kind of liken to a lot of the things that I have told y'all over the years. When we talk about how they choose new housewives, and people are always like, "Oh, Monica should be a housewife, or Rashida should be a housewife, or they need to bring, this person, or Tammy Roman should be a housewife," and all of that. And Tamar should be a housewife. And remember how I always told y'all that Bravo, or True Entertainment, or the people behind choosing Atlanta Housewives, most of the time they don't choose the people who have been on other reality shows in the past. Like Eva, I think Eva was probably the only exception because she was on America's Top Models, but it wasn't the same type of reality show. Now, I have a PhD in RHOA, and I'm saying all this to say this ain't got nothing to do with RHOA, but this kind of reminded me of it when I saw it on the Neighborhood Talk a little while ago. Now, you know where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides. What's his name? Durell. He auditioned for a network show recently, and they turned him down because he was over there on Zeus acting up. Okay. And it's interesting because I'm like, see, that's what happens. You can't get on these good networks when you've been over there on them trash networks. And I mean, I'm just saying, everybody, start somewhere, and I get it. But, sometimes you have to figure out, where you want to go before you start doing, the bullshit, before you start being on, no shade to Zeus, but before you start being on baddies, fighting and getting your bra torn off and your wig torn off. And, if you're a guy fighting in the middle of the street and all that, you got to figure out where you want to be in 10 years. Okay. And if that's not a part of your plan, then I suggest you decide against it, even if it gives you a little clout online. So here is what Durell said. He said, "My chest is burning so bad. I auditioned for one of my favorite Netflix shows. I got accepted and then denied shortly after I got denied. The reason was due to the television shows you participated in the past, deems you to be a liability for the show and the network." He said, "Yeah, excuse me while I scream." And then he said, "I did Bad Boys Club when I was 24, and then again at 25. I was young, just like the rest of the gays who want to do reality TV. But learning from that, I wouldn't recommend it at all if you want more." He said, "Honestly, I appreciate the tweets and responses, even the ones that are harshly true. I will not be doing any more reality TV anymore. I'm still grateful for the opportunities, but I'm going to focus more on my skits and making music. I haven't been on that kind of TV in 2 years. I'm fine." Now you know that stuff lives forever, honey. That stuff lives forever. So the choice is yours. Okay, the choice is yours. And I'm not saying that other reality shows, leave the same type of stigma, but I'm sure Netflix did not want to be associated with, a Zeus talent, or vice versa. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that now they like, damn, they doing background checks. They're gonna be like, oh, XYZ was on Bigo fighting. XYZ was on YouTube crashing out, calling people bitches and saying they were gonna slap them. So just know that people be looking at your social media history and all of that, and your history of videos. He said Netflix would never. They would never. I don't understand. But listen, speaking of Netflix, I'm kind of pissed off. I watched Pop the Balloon the other day. and it was horrible. I didn't expect it to be great because I feel like Pop the Balloon and those type of shows are literally for like lightning struck on YouTube. And so they get millions of views because of course, they got the oldest, the youngies, everybody just tuning in just to see the mess. It's not censored, any of that. It's just a big ball of confusion. You could tell it's not written, it's not scripted. People just literally come off the street and just say whatever they want to say, and it's just a mess. So yes, of course, it's gonna be a great YouTube show. But now they done took it over to Netflix. Child, they had the Pop the Balloon live on Netflix. Did y'all watch it? Put a one in the chat if y'all watched the Pop the Balloon on Netflix. Cause I watched it and I was like, oh, I was ready too. I had got my little chicken wings and my snacks, and I was sitting in front of the TV like this gonna be good. It was trash. I was like, I could have saved this for another day. You said you watched it. Okay. Well, I thought they were gonna have some stars on there because they kept saying, that it was gonna be celebrities doing Pop the Balloon. Where was the celebrities? Did y'all see a celebrity on there? Well, Yvonne, what's her name? Yvonne Orgy. What's her name? I can't pronounce her name. The girl from Insecure. She is a celebrity, but that was it. Like none of the participants were celebrities. Like they came out and they was on like Johnny Bananas used to be on all these other reality shows, right? And he came out and he was racist to one of the participants, one of the girls. Like he started looking at her toes and stuff, and he said something about they look like she should be hanging from a tree. Now when any person, and in particular a Caucasian person, talks about calling black people or referring to them as monkeys, apes, and gorillas, it's a problem, and it's a bigger problem when our own do it. And they do. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up a clip. Here's a clip right here. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Now look what he has said. Look what he has said. Hold on.
So no answer, Johnny, because we can just
Johnny, be so for real.
The best opportunity to make it work by what? Coming out with my plan?
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
I think I did.
Johnny,
I
I'm
think I did.
gonna ask you one last question.
Leave a plan out of
I'll send you on your way. Who on the stage would have been your type?
Now here it comes. Now you see all these ladies. All these ladies are beautiful. Let me make it big so y'all can see. All of these ladies here are beautiful. There's not an ugly one in the bunch. Okay, each and every one of them. They're varying in different ages. I think the youngest was 25. The oldest might have been 35. Whatever. But I mean, the ones that be on YouTube be ratchet. I'm just saying these ladies weren't ratchet at all. I wanted to see some ratchetness. Now let's show you what happened next, honey. Hold on. Let me show you what happened next.
I mean, we're gonna start with the toes. Let's see.
Oh, thank
She's
God.
got really pretty toes.
Oh, me?
You've got really pretty toes. You look like you sleep from a tree upside down.
Me? Oh, you don't want this show for me, Johnny. What are you talking about?
Not sleep from a tree upside. That wasn't even a funny joke. That wasn't even a funny joke. I don't even understand why he even went there. Y'all explain it to me. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on a second. Well, how they get up there like that? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why nobody checked them. I'm trying to figure out how he got to like walk off the set and still chill backstage and nobody like I thought that when he came back for his little monologue or whatever, I thought he was gonna apologize or something. They didn't even apologize, they didn't even address it. So they left it to us to drag them about it. So yeah, just trash. Okay, just trash in every way. So I felt the ways about that, and I'm like, dang, I'm not even gonna watch it now. I'm not even gonna watch it. But the good thing is, let me see. They did bring what's her name, Arlette, and the other dude from the actual Pop the Balloon to at the beginning to say hi. That's all they brought her to say hi, but she didn't participate in the show. Here she is right there. Okay, hold on. She said, "Hey, how you doing? Are you ready? It's live."
Goodness. If one more person knocks on my door. Oh, my God, girl. Hey, girl. How you feeling? You ready?
Arlette, that's her name.
So ready. Especially for people to find love.
So she did make a little appearance, but she wasn't in it. Okay.
Yes. No, girl. For the crazy things they're going to say.
Oh, that's her husband. Thank you, because I didn't know.
Oh, I mean, I had given that some thought.
So, Yvonne, she looks amazing. I mean, but anyway,
But you know what?
it could have been so much
I
better.
stay ready. Okay, we gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yes.
Good luck. You're gonna need this.
Oh, thanks, man. Good luck. What I need this.
Okay, so there's that. I'm not even promoting them. If y'all watch it, watch it. If y'all don't. But just know it was a little racist moment on there that is now going viral, and people are calling them out about it for not mentioning it. Moving on. Like this video. Like this video. You said he sounds a bit ignorant. Don't know about the monkey reference though, sis. Oh, okay. If you say so. Those real world road rules people are, ooh, okay, I thought so too. But people be acting like, a lot of people try to minimalize the whole monkey ape reference when it comes to black people. Because it's people on this YouTube today that be calling me a gorilla, okay? And I'm like, and they look like one too. So I'm just saying, you talk about me, you talk about yourself. So we got a lot of self-hate in our community. Natasha's hair souffle said, I know I'm ahead of line for tonight, but Kenya is about to clickbait everyone to go to her channel like she did when she announced her IG live for everyone to tune in and didn't address Ish. Oh, child, let me go ahead and talk about Kenya real quick. Kenya's YouTube channel. Listen, Kenya been on YouTube since 1925, okay? And but she's now since look, hold on, let me screenshot this. Hold on. Screenshot and then I'm gonna put it in here. Hold on, because I want to show y'all this so that I can zoom in on it. And where it go? Recent. It disappeared. Where is the screenshot? Desktop. There it is. Okay. So I screenshot myself. That's weird. Okay, here it is. So here is Kenya Moore's announcement as she is preparing to drop a lot of tea for her Team Twirl. Remember the time she dropped all that tea over on Instagram? That time she had y'all waiting. Y'all just knew Kenya was gonna be vindicated. Kenya said, "I am going live at 6 p.m. on Instagram," and she went live from her hair spa. Then try to throw all that shade at me, talk about it was a blogger stalking her, and you knew damn well I wasn't stalking her. But I'm digressing. But now she doing it again, child. I guess she gonna say somebody stalking her this time too, and that's the reason she pulled out that revenge PORN. Kenya said, my confessionals, my way. I have a lot I want to say. Subscribe now to be notified when it drops. Drop your questions below. Only subscribers' questions will be read and chance for a live chat. YouTube.com official Kenya Moore. Okay, there she is right there. Okay. Now, who did this AI picture? Who did this AI picture? They didn't use the AI that I be using because my AI don't be doing this. Look at Kenya hand. Look at Kenya. Wait, look at Kenya. How many fingers Kenya got? One, two. Does Kenya have a birth defect or something? Because I don't know. I don't know. The nails then split up. They split all the way down to the knuckles. What is going on with these hands, child? You pixelated, all kind of stuff. But yeah, Kenya got about 10 fingers and 14 toes. And I don't want to talk bad about her because it might be a birth defect. I never paid attention to Kenya's hands before. If she got a birth defect or something, like what's her name? Akbar V said she got webbed toes or something, she got an extra toe, then mm, maybe that's her special. Anyway, he said it's nightmares for you. And speaking of Kenya on YouTube and Porsha on YouTube, why is everybody coming to YouTube? I mean, I already know everybody been coming to YouTube. I already know that everybody want to be a blogger. But like 50 Cent said, was it 50 Cent? Was it Snoop? Who said it? Rappers want to be singers. Singers want to be rappers. Actors want to be rappers. Rappers want to be actors. Okay. So what is it now? The reality stars want to be bloggers. bloggers want to be reality stars. Like what is happening here? Like what happened to our symbiotic relationship where we sit here and we talk about them? Okay, they do stupid shit on TV and we talk about the stupid shit that they do. What happened to that? Like what's gonna happen now? Like we still gonna talk about you. I don't understand. Like yeah, I'm sure you're trying to control the narrative and all of that, but it ain't gonna help. We still got our opinions. Okay, we still gonna say what we gonna say. But it's interesting that they all coming right now. Is it because Bravo ain't cutting them checks like that? Is it because Kenya is fired and now YouTube will be her main source of income? What is happening? And the same thing for Porsha. What's going on with Porsha? Oh, let me show you this. That's what I want to show you. Hold on. Since we talking about YouTube pages, when I had pulled up, we was talking about this on the live the other day too. The how Portia's YouTube channel if you're a YouTuber, you know why I'm doing this. Portia's YouTube page has already been verified, right? It was verified back when she had like 4,000 subscribers. She only had 4,000 subscribers and she already had a check mark. Kenya, let me see how long has Portia been on here. Hold on. Portia has been on YouTube since 2020. Okay, 2020. And now she got 151,000 views because of the 7 videos she done posted, this week. But as all of you in the chat know, you can have a YouTube page without having any videos on it. So joining in 2020 is not a stretch. She probably been had it and she probably been lurking in the chat like all of y'all. Now, as far as Kenya is concerned, hold on, let me go over here to Kenya's page. Official Kenya Moore. Is that her name? Yeah, that's her name. So as far as Kenya is concerned, oh now Portia got more subscribers than Kenya. Look at that. Yeah, about Kenya. She been on here since 2013. That's like 10, 20. I mean, that's like 12 years or so. And she don't have that many subscribers. She has 28 videos on her channel and a combined total of 2 million views. And she's still not verified. So you know what that's giving me? And I know y'all think I'm being shady when I say this. That's giving me that Portia was sanctioned by NBC, or this is a part of her 360 or something, because anybody who knows YouTube knows that even if you're a celebrity, it takes a while for you to get your check mark. And trust me, there's a reason why I know that, because it took a while for Nene Leakes to get her check mark, and she's been on YouTube too. A lot of times they make you wait till you got 100, despite who you are, 100,000. So there's that. Verify is when you get the check mark. See my name? You see my name? I got a little check mark next to my name. That means I'm who I say I am. Okay. And YouTube, you can't buy it on YouTube. YouTube literally, has to, run you through all the checks and stuff. But anyway, Kenya don't have one yet. I don't understand why she ain't got one, but there's that. But Kenya also had all her mess on her channel too, honey. She got her Smooth magazine when she was a butt model. She got that in there. Okay, let me see what other kind of videos. I want to go to the oldest. She got the Gone with the Wind fabulous music video. She got the booty boot camp commercial. Not Beyonce teaches you the single ladies dance. Child. Kenya just was posting anything. She got her half naked Smooth magazine pictures on here. So how is she shaming people and she been doing the same stuff they be doing? I don't understand. What's this right here? She half naked on here. I can't even play it because the people gonna get me. Okay. So yeah, so Kenya been on here for quite some time, but she haven't been posting nothing. So why come over here now and try to give us some confessionals? I'm really questioning that. I hope she got somebody good doing it for her and helping her edit the video and stuff, because that Instagram video she did was not it, honey. It was not it. You said Kenya isn't as interesting as she thinks she is. She is not. You said you are right, Michelle. I think NBC is behind Portia's YouTube. Trust me. Listen, if y'all haven't learned nothing else by now, you better learn to trust what I tell you, even if it's an assumption, you better learn to listen to what I say because a lot of what I say has come to pass, especially when it comes to this Kenya situation. And Portia ain't been doing much work this season either. And a lot of people have been online talking about, oh, Portia's like a glorified friend of the show. She's getting paid the most, but doing the less. Now they got Portia doing a little bit extra over here. Portia over here doing overtime over here, sitting eating chicken and creating a narrative about the show, which is interesting. Okay, now what was before I get to the Portia? Now, just the other day, we was talking about Kenya and how it's Kenya's karma, everything that was happening. And remember, I played a clip of Kenya. I played this clip of Kenya where Kenya was basically saying that when the network is done with you, they kick you to the curb. You need to just move on. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember I played that the other day? Well, apparently, it made it into the group chat. It made it into the group chat, and it also made it on to Nene Leakes. Um, it made it on to Nene Leakes Instagram page. Hold on, let me hit you right here. Instagram. Bam, bam. Okay. Bravo celebrities present share screen. It made it over to YouTube. I mean to Instagram. Okay. And I posted about 4 days ago. They posted it 2 days ago. And this is the message that people were sending in our little Instagram group. And look who made it over there yesterday laughing. Nene Leakes. And she ended up sharing this very message on her Instagram. Listen.
Network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on. That clearly means.
And you just have to move on. You just have to move on, Kenya. Why are you in why are you in the messages? Why are you posting things? Why are you doing confessionals? Why are you dragging Andy Cohen? Why are you writing paragraphs? Why are you doing all these things, Kenya, when the message is very clear? Why were you on Twitter retweeting things saying that the black girls aren't treated like the white girls when Nene tried to tell you that a long time ago, and you were saying that the message is clear, they just don't want you. Well, Kenya, it's your turn now, and whether you black, white, green, or purple, the message is clear, Kenya. They don't want you anymore. You didn't side with Nene when it was time to side with Nene. Why are you blowing up her phone now? Allegedly. Why are you stalking her to London now? Allegedly. Why are you trying to get legal advice now? Allegedly. I told y'all Kenya stalked Nene to London. Y'all didn't believe me. Y'all did not believe me. Kenya has been in desperation mode. Okay. Now that the damn show has aired, it is on 1,000. Okay. First, it was a little light work. Okay. She was like, oh, okay, I'll bump into Nene in London or at the airport since she's not answering my calls. Okay. And then maybe I could, be in her ear and she could see I'm cool and I don't mean nothing. And maybe she could give me some information. But no, everything's gone south. Okay. So Nene is like me, honey. She remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers, honey. Anyway, he said to remain relevant, that relationship that you just cannot get out of, mofo, keep showing up. The mortgage is due. Okay. The mortgage is due, and Mark Daly ain't got it. Mark Daly being sued by his ex landlord in New York. Both of them, the one for the restaurant and the one for the dang his house, well, his apartment. So I don't know. He gonna be a help to Kenya. He probably living in the basement right now. But I'm digressing. Moving moving on. You said the difference is Kenya is Nene did nothing wrong. Kenya, yes, you caused your own demise. And can we talk about the demise for a minute? And I know this has been like beaten with a bat 15 gazillion quadrillion times. Okay. I've been talking about this since last summer. I told you what the rumor was last summer that these pictures could possibly be underage pictures. I told you that. I told you Marlo said it on her podcast with Sonya Richards Ross. She said that she heard that the images were of Brit when she was underage. And now here we are. Now that the episode has aired, there are people who are on the cast, Porsha, who are now confirming that the pictures were allegedly her when she was underage. So I'm sitting here like, oh, Kenya, this is bad. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get out this one, Kenya. I don't know. Hold on, my braid tangled up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get out of this one, Kenya, because even if she was underage, let's start here. Because people keep arguing about this in different chats, arguing about this in different forums. My thing is whether she was underage, of age, whether she signed a release form, whether it's commercial PORN or of amateur PORN. The difference is if you try to pull out explicit images or videos of someone in a public forum in an effort to humiliate them, it's revenge PRN. So I don't understand why y'all keep saying, "Oh, it's available on the internet." What difference does it make? Did she say? Did she give you permission to put it on a poster board and show it to a room full of people? No, she didn't. Okay, so I don't understand how people are missing the actual point of this being a literal crime. Like I don't understand. Like Kenya, if she went as far as people are saying that she has gone, your ass could have ended up in jail. You better glad you were just fired. I'm just saying because this is bad. This is real, real bad. It doesn't matter if somebody sent the pictures to Kenya. Yeah, explain it to me. What? Because Kenya is the person who chose to blow up the pictures and put it on the poster board and reveal them at her spa. It's like whoever Team Twirl is, all y'all in here who keep trying to like make fetch happen. Y'all keep trying to give Kenya a reason to have done this. To me, it's like, where is your moral turpitude? Like, how are you sitting here and trying to explain away the obvious? I don't understand. Even if somebody sent those pictures to Kenya, if somebody sent those pictures to Kenya, it was Kenya who blew them up in her spot in front of a room full of strangers, okay, in front of the crew, in front of production, in front of her castmates at her job to humiliate another woman. What type of woman does that to another woman? I'm just saying, where is the girl code? I mean, I ain't gotta like you, but I'm not gonna sit up here and expose your explicit images to like a room full of men, women, girls, boys. I mean, y'all explain it to me because I'm still not getting it. Nobody held a gun, a gun to her head. Okay. They did not force her to use the pictures. Okay. How would Kenya feel if someone did that to Brooklyn? How would Kenya feel if someone did that to her? Let's start there. How? And all the people who have been like taken up for her, it's a few. It's a few. I think I saw Carlos King and colorist Claudia and all of them. They was like, oh, what she did, blah blah blah. They both should be fired, and it's wrong, and blah blah blah. And colorist Claudia be the main one talking about assault and how she was great and all of this stuff. And it's like, girl, like this is a sex crime. This is literally a sex crime. This is harassment. When you show people peen pictures without consent, that is a crime. I don't understand why people don't understand that. Motherhood did not change Kenya at all. She is bitter. Child, what did Candy say? Remember, Candy got on Amazon a few months back, and she was saying that that Kenya that she felt like they were being too hard on Kenya. Y'all remember that? But she hadn't said nothing lately. But she did say it about 8 months ago. You said, well, if she is underage, it would be considered child PORN. Okay, and so we don't, that's the question. Was she underage? Did she sign a consent form? Was she underage when she signed the consent form? There's a whole bunch of ifs going on. And so Kenya doing her confessional, I don't know if that's going to help or hurt. I really don't. I don't even think it would help. At this point, Kenya has not been contrite. Kenya has not been apologetic. Kenya had about 8 months leading up to this. Kenya could have apologized. She could have done something. She could have worked at the women's shelter. She could have done something to make us say, oh, Kenya knew what she did was wrong, and now we forgive her. But she didn't. She doubled down. She said she would be vindicated. Now she posting pictures, AI pictures of her with green contacts in and lighter skin, talking about justice for Kenya. Justice for Kenya? Since when does you trying to do this to another woman amount to justice? She went on Tamron, but she went on Tamron to promote her AI book. She still wasn't trying to take accountability. Okay. You said being underage, you can't sign any legals out, or you can sign them, but they just won't be legal. Okay, you right. You right. But that's the point. Remember, Kenya was saying that, she signed a consent. What Kenya said, remember? Hold on, let me pull that up too, because we going down the rabbit hole tonight. Okay. We're gonna go see what Porsha said in a minute. Kenya said that she signed a release. She said the two co-hosts, when she was talking about Andy, she said the two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. Hold on, let me send this to myself and show it to y'all again. Because Kenya deleted it. And why you delete it? If you're gonna stand on it, honey. Child, don't be deleting that, Kenya, because we gonna keep everything. We keeping all the receipts on you, honey, just in case we gotta go to court for this revenge corn. Okay, when she was talking to Andy, when Andy called it revenge PORN, and they called it sexual assault. Y'all remember that? And Kenya said the two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. She called Andy Cohen's co-host ignorant. But why you didn't say that about Andy, Kenya? Because Andy was sitting right next to him and he agreed. He didn't stop him, he didn't back it up, he didn't say, well, I don't think that's true. He agreed. But she was being real careful. Okay, she said sexual assault is RAPE. Remember, that's what Phaedra accused Candy of attempting to do to Porsha. Revenge porn. If someone showed Kim K sex tape to you, is that revenge porn? I found that plus tons of others online. She signed a release for it, so it's a fair receipt. Warning, if you're not an attorney and familiar with Georgia law, then shut the fuck up. Kenya, you're not an attorney either. She also says, sick of the bias and selective outrage. These comments should not have aired. It's a podcast. Where is legal? You don't want activated Kenya. I shouldn't have shown at my event, but for the love of God, why would they ignore a clear gun threat? As I said during the last live, the reason they ignored the clear gun threat, which wasn't a clear gun threat, it was literally her making a statement as she was walking in the other direction, is because unlike you, Kenya, Brit went on an apology tour. Unlike you, Kenya, Brit apologized. Unlike you, she probably had a meeting with production. She probably did all kind of things. She even came to your spot with a bouquet of flowers, telling you she wanted to talk to you, and you ignore her, which you had every right to do. But showing revenge, PORN, even after her doing all that, makes you look bad, not her. Okay, not her. You're right. I told you she was fired. I don't know why nobody believe me. Kenya is not coming back. Now, here we are. Here we are. Porsha, as we was talking about, everybody coming to YouTube. Now Porsha's over there on YouTube eating chicken and spilling tea. And she wanted to spill some tea over here on Kenya. And in doing so, okay, she got Kenya, in the comment section. And I told you Kenya is crashing out. Somebody needs to take her phone. So this is what she said that got, the girls talking.
Well, she is. That was crazy to me. There's a housewife still on the show right now who gave Kenya that nude information. No, I'm going to
So it's a housewife on the show right now that gave it to Kenya. Okay.
expose that. Everybody needs to know who she is. That was crazy to me. There's a housewife.
Okay, and so look. But while y'all think that Porsha telling the truth, Kenya, the person who actually did it, said absolutely no one on the show gave me anything. Stop using my situation for clickbait. Now Kenya is clapping back to everybody. Thank you, Natasha. Natasha said the fact that she hasn't reached out in private to Brit to apologize shows zero accountability, nor does she care. Kenya is too prideful. Twirl on. Yes, twirl the hell on, Kenya. And look, Porsha clapped back. Porsha said, that's a lie. We talk every day, day and night, and I personally went to the network / production and fought for you. Now, Porsha, everybody fought for Porsha. Now we know that fighting for somebody don't mean nothing these days because Nene fought for Porsha, and you saw how Porsha treated her. But I digress. Okay. What else? Where is that? Okay. And personally fought for you before you show her underage explicit pics. I also went after as well because I was hurt. You had to leave. I checked on you because I cared and care. I am not your enemy. Sound like an enemy to me, child. You just put the nail in the coffin. You just put the nail in the coffin with the underage pics, the underage explicit pics, honey. Porsha. Y'all see how these girls be nice, nasty? I fought for you. Now you the one that show her underage explicit pics. It's a mess. Kenya got her arrested and almost fired from the show. Porsha is salivating. Okay, listen. Why, you know it the same way, everybody thought that Nene and Kenya, because they're cordial in public, the same way they think that, Nene ain't like sitting there kikiing with everybody else because Kenya would be the demise of the show. Porsha is doing the same thing. Don't act. Kenya has burned a lot of bridges and nobody is literally standing beside her right now. And where's Candy? Candy was here months ago saying, oh, what did she say, child? I can't even remember what Candy said. Let me go back. Let me go back in the archives and see what Candy has said. Because I did a video about it. Candy and Kenya. Hold on. Candy discusses Kenya erasure. Here we go, right here. Let me see. Oh, she was talking. Well, she didn't talk about. Did she talk about the revenge porn? I can't remember it so much. This was 2 months ago when she said that Kenya should be there, that Kenya definitely deserves confessionals. This is what she was saying. Let me see what she said it at. Hold on. She was on her Speak on It. Why my Wi-Fi ain't going? What's going on? So I'm gonna need y'all to take heed to my words. Now, Candy, if y'all recall, just weeks before she made that big announcement on the red carpet, talking about she wasn't coming back, was begging Bravo for a contract, saying she didn't. Who messing with the Wi-Fi? Hold on, the Wi-Fi is spinning for some reason. I think it's YouTube. It ain't me. It ain't me, y'all. Let me see if I can put it. Know what they was waiting on? I don't know. I haven't heard from them. What's gonna happen? Then apparently she heard from them, and they didn't give her what she wanted, and she, walked away. Now some people can, surmise that to mean, she quit. Okay, I interpret it to mean that she did not get the pay that she desired. Hold on, I'm fast forwarding. Okay, so here's what Candy said on her Speak on It. Here she is right here. With all of her Amazon clothes. Okay. Candy then spent a mint on Amazon just to promote it to you guys so y'all can buy it and she can get some coins. And I'm not mad at it. Okay. You said she holds grudges and does. You said you still don't have no idea what Amazon is. It's kind of like QVC on the internet. That's all. You get on there. She shows you a shirt that she has on, just like my LTK. She shows you a shirt or some shoes or some housewares that she has on. You click on it, you buy it, and she gets a percentage. She gets an affiliate. It's an affiliate researching. Now listen.
Island Addict says the shade to Kenya not being on the cast photos was as clear as day. Okay. I'm glad
and they right about that. Kenya wasn't on the cast photos. We knew Kenya wasn't gonna be on this season. Like Kenya ain't even a cast member. Kenya is a guest. Candy wanted to talk about this because apparently, I don't know if y'all heard that. They said, the shade to Kenya not being on the cast photos was as clear as day. We talked about it when I did the whole live about the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast photos, and I even showed you that Kenya posted a meme and said, "I cannot be erased." Well, you were erased from the cast photos, but here we go.
You said it because I was going to say it myself. Now, I would like to say, out of all the things, I was pissed about that. I personally felt like
Out of all the things, she was pissed because Kenya was not in the cast photos. Why would you be pissed about that, Candy? Candy Burbers?
Kenya started the season out, right? At least we all know that. I mean, I don't know how much of it, because we're not privy to how they're gonna edit or whatever. But I'm
Oh, but you know
like,
what happened? Well, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You know what happened? Facebook. You late, Shana. You late, Shana. Phaedra was only brought because Kenya got fired. And Kenya got fired after the cast had been selected. And the cast had been selected after Candy did not get was offered a contract for pennies. Okay. So keep up. Candy was fired before Phaedra was even brought on. So that wasn't even her decision. Now let me go back a little bit.
Know how much of it, because we're not privy to how they're gonna edit or whatever. But I'm like, y'all couldn't even let her picture be a part of the show. The other friends of the show.
First of all, Candy, you ain't got no say so. First of all, Candy, you're not even on the show anymore, Candy. Why do you care? And second of all, Candy, how do you know what's been going on? Because you're not there. Okay, you're not there. Kenya actually exposed explicit images of one of the cast members, whereas Candy, somebody actually said out of their mouth that you were doing explicit things in the dungeon, and you got them banned from Bravo for damn near 10 years. Now you're saying that. Now I did this video 2 months ago. Now I did this video 2 months ago. It's okay for Kenya to post TICK pics. Is that okay? Oh, this is interesting. It's, I don't know.
I'm like, y'all couldn't even let her picture be a part of the show. The other friends of the show had pictures. You know what I'm saying?
The other friends of the show had pictures, but Kenya has been regulated to guest, Candy. Then we listen, Michelle talked about this. Michelle told y'all that Kenya was going to be a guest. She is no longer a part of the cast. She's been indefinitely suspended. Bravo cannot legally have her there like that.
You know what I'm saying? Cynthia had a picture, and Cynthia's my girl. I love her. So this is no shade to Cynthia. She needs a picture too. But what I'm saying is, even if, it's like, why wouldn't y'all put Kenya in the picture? Like, y'all tripping. Like,
why would they put Kenya in the picture? Why? Kenya wasn't even there the whole season. Kenya might be there for a couple of episodes, and so why is she obligated to be in the cast photos? I'm confused. If Kenya did something that was legally wrong to another cast member, why should she be allowed to continue?
I don't know what to say about this. Like, I am too through.
You should tell us, why did you get Phaedra and Carlos King? Why would you get Phaedra and Carlos King blocked from Bravo? Why, Candy? Tell us that then. If you okay with people doing so. But then again, y'all know Candy is okay with sexual harassment, allegedly. Because remember, she made her whole cast members wear vibrating drawers. Y'all remember that? Candy did all kind of little sneaky freaky things. She be on there. She had Sheree hold up a penis on the TV. So when you talk about boundaries and people not wanting to be involved with the sex toy business, okay, Candy has crossed that boundary several times. Y'all remember when Nene said, "I do not want a dildo up my ass today"? Okay, and Candy kept saying, "Well, why not? And why not? And why not? And why can't we talk about the dildos? And why can't?" No, everybody don't want to do all that freaking snicky stuff, Candy.
Now, yes, I am a little biased. I love Kenya, but that bothered me because then you threw somebody else at the end of the clip, honey, for a twerk session for 2 seconds.
Well, I'm not gonna go that. That's all I had to show you, okay? Because the video's out there. Candy discusses Kenya's erasure from RHOA, and it says hypocritical or not. And I'll put the link in here for anyone who wants to revisit that. This was 2-3 months ago. But yeah, so that was 2 months ago. We ain't heard from Candy since. Like, I don't know if Candy is gonna ever speak on this, but Candy knew about the revenge porn, and she knew But I guess she felt that Kenya should have been featured up until the point where she showed the revenge one. That doesn't make sense. So anyway, moving on, like this video, please. Brit is also has been speaking out, child. Brit basically been telling y'all she done put on her suit and she has gone from outlet to outlet to basically, talk about how, she had to go to therapy. See, this how you get a lawsuit going, honey. Brit has been traumatized by this situation. She had to go to therapy. Kenya has not reached out to her. Hold on. Natasha says Michelle Candy was back in Kenya also on the radio clip you showed. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was about 7 months ago. Okay. That was. I didn't want to go back that far. I was trying to figure out what was the most recent. But yeah, you're right. She was back in her. Mm-hmm. Let me go to Brit now. Let me go to Brit. So here is some of the clips. Let me go to the Bravo Shade Room so I won't have to watch the whole thing. So here's a clip of Brit saying that she had to go to therapy. Hold on, listen to this. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, Section 107 Copyright Act allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Okay, gotta show it. Okay, hold on.
I did something that I wish I could take back, but what she did was a million times worse. So there's no way you could go around and play the victim now. I mean, I did some things myself that, of course,
hold on,
she named, and she showed explicit photos. This was your big moment. So for her to use this big moment to attack me, and to humiliate me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was in bed for days. I cried. I had to talk to a few, I had to go to therapy. And just knowing that the internet, the world, my reputation, I'm a businesswoman. So seeing all these things online, it overshadowed everything. And I couldn't believe it.
Have you talked to Kenya since?
She has not reached out to me. Actually, she blocked me.
Oh, now she blocked you. Now she blocked Brit. Why she blocked Brit? Brit wasn't doing nothing. You the one that had the revenge PRN. What you mad for, Kenya? Hold on.
So I would have thought at the very least she would have shown some remorse, or at least, even if it wasn't a public apology to me, I thought she would have at least reached out just to show that, she's sorry. And I haven't received anything.
If you could talk to her, like, what would you say? What would, on your side of things? Because you said you were remorseful about bringing up the pistol of it all and all that.
I should have never done that.
And see, Brit is taking accountability. She's been saying over and over again she's apologetic. She was saying that she went too far. She was saying that she was drunk. She said it at the time it happened. Okay, way back then, last June. When was it? May, June of last year. Now here we are almost a year later, and Kenya is still doubling down, acting like what she did was right. What? Not you over 50, almost 60 years old, think it's okay to show people's naked imagery or explicit images of somebody performing a sex act. How is that okay?
I make mistakes. I was in a moment, I was triggered, and I would see names, and she showed explicit photos. This was your big moment. So
okay, we already saw that. Hold on, let me
and I would think that if we want to move forward, come to me, apologize, humble yourself. And
now y'all know I don't like that part. I don't like when people say humble yourself, because I don't like that, because that's basically saying bow down, kiss my feet. Listen, apologize. You ain't gotta humble yourself. Like, I get it. I did something wrong. You did something wrong. We both did something wrong. We should talk it out and move forward. And what you did basically cost you your job. So of course you should apologize to me. It was traumatizing as another woman. Okay, like thinking about it, if someone had done the same to you, you wouldn't want that done. And considering it could possibly be a crime, yeah, Kenya, you should definitely talk to her. But I don't like that humble yourself. I never liked that phrase. But anyway, hold on.
And I would be open, but that has not taken place. So I'm just disappointed how she's been handling it, and being a victim, and it's just been a lot of noise. And that's why I've been quiet, because sometimes you just have to wait it out and see what people naturally do. And I'm just disappointed in her behavior. And even just, she went on different shows. I apologize, but I'm the one that's owed the apology.
Ooh, y'all heard that? When people listen, a sincere apology comes to the person that you are apologizing to. You don't go on the internet to apologize to somebody. You don't do videos to apologize to somebody. You don't write Instagram posts to apologize to somebody. You apologize to the person directly. So y'all, it's some people out there talking about somebody had apologized to you, Michelle. Ain't nobody apologized to me. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no DM. I ain't got no email. I ain't got no phone call. I ain't got nothing. It is not an apology. What people was doing, and y'all know I have to refer to myself every time. What these randoms was doing online was making money. Okay, and so I'm gonna keep making money. Talk about them. You talk about Junkie. Junkie went on his platform and did like a shade fest apology. Talk about what did he say? That I was crazy and I'm so sorry you crazy. And so I issued the same apology to him. I'm so sorry you a junkie. So, a real apology comes with a sincere phone call to the person. So I'm with Brit on that.
Not everyone else. And the things that she said, it's there forever. And I have to live with that with my family, with my husband, with my career. And I think at the very least, I'm owed an apology. And I would think,
at the very least, I think she's owed an apology as well. Well, let's see what else she said. So here is another clip. Brit Eady says Kenya was not threatened by her. And she says it was all premeditated. She wanted to embarrass and humiliate me. Why would you do that at your big moment for someone you're threatened by? Remember I said that earlier in this live. If you feel like you so much bigger and better, if you feel like you have surpassed somebody, if you feel like you are so above somebody and they are beneath you, why would you go above and beyond to put them down? That is some weird ish to me.
A little disappointed in some of the ladies, and I thought they would have my back more. I thought they would be more supportive. And I just feel that because she has been around for so long, I think nobody wanted to just step on any toes or just, not have her back. And wrong is wrong. And a lot of these beautiful women, they have a family. And I'm just like, how would you feel if you were put in the situation that I was put in? And that's when I'm just like, let's use logic. Nobody would want to go through what I experienced. And I'm so grateful that I was not in that room when that happened, because that would have been a moment where she was looking to trigger me. And she was looking.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad you weren't there either.
Looking for me to act out. She was not threatened by me, because you don't do something like that if you're threatened. So for her to do that, it was all premeditated. She had no, she was never interested in making things right. She wanted to embarrass me. She wanted to humiliate me. And this was her big moment. So why would you do this at your big moment for someone that you're threatened by? Why? Why would you do that?
Did some of the other ladies, though, rally around you? Because I know, like, in that moment.
What, Kelly?
You said, where is the Atlanta DA? Okay, where is Funny? Where is Funny Willis? You said Candy needs to have several seats. I'm so tired of her sticking her 2 cents in where it's not wanted or needed. Oh, no. I know Kenya is not going to apologize, child. Some people feel like they are above apologies. They would never apologize.
Kelly rallied. She left. All the ladies were disappointed. I mean, a couple of them stood back, maybe Drew, and I think Angela. No, she did come. But they knew it was wrong, but I felt that they still wanted to support her. And that's what I didn't like. Sometimes you have to stand on business and say, this isn't right, and hold your friends accountable. If someone is really, truly your friend, they're going to tell you when you're wrong, not sugarcoat it, not pretend like it's okay or she deserved it. No, wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong.
And that's why I was disappointed with some of the ladies that they were just like, well, no, you couldn't imagine being put in that position. And that's why I was just a little hurt by the ladies. And it was a very emotional time for me when I needed everyone's support.
I put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to call in. Let me see what else Brit said. This is the last one. Brit Eady talks about her former friend Kelly supporting Kenya. You went to war for me, and now you're in support of something so nasty and vile. To say what Kenya did was not wrong because we're not friends is flip-flopping. Now, I might can agree with that.
Kelly and how she was supporting you, but I found it interesting, her recent Instagram post. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
But she posted photos from that night, including one with Kenya, and then a meme that said defending somebody and then experiencing why nobody likes them is so humbling.
A lot of things.
That was messy, Kelly. I don't know. You should have stayed out of it. That was real messy.
That happened that people aren't going to expect from Kelly. She's going to really show a side that nobody saw coming. And I was very disappointed in just seeing her flip-flop. So it's one thing if we're not friends and you could feel however you feel, but to go back on your word and to say what Kenya did, wasn't wrong, that's just flip flopping. So just because you don't like me right now does not make what she did right. And
Ooh, interesting.
I just think Kelly just wanted to insert herself because I mean it is what it is. Sometimes she has to be the center of attention. And it's just
Oh.
so if you went to war for me, how can you go back on what she did? Because her actions didn't change. It's just we're no longer friends.
And why are you
Somebody that's forgiving.
I don't want to hear no more either, but yeah, I don't want to hear no more about Kelly. But you're right. Now, speaking of this whole situation, we got Ming Lee has entered the chat. Y'all know there were rumors going around that Ming Lee was the person who gave the images or the video or whatever to Kenya, or at least told her where to find them. And now Ming Lee has come forward and had something to say as well. Oh God, here it is. I don't even know where the beginning is. Is this the beginning? I don't think that's the beginning. Hold on, let me find the beginning. I put the link in the chat for anyone who would like to call in. But before we do this, we're going to the Ming Lee stuff chat. Well, I don't know if this was the start, but anyway, Ming Lee said, I wasn't drunk, and what I said verbatim was, if I had given those pictures or videos to Kenya, let me put that one. It would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at that party, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or shown them to anyone. And I've had every phone since 2011. Brit, you're 1 year younger than me, and so you were well over age. And this narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person is complete BS. One of my best friends used to be his fiance, which you were cool with before you even dated him. So she's talking about Lyra Galore. And all three of them dated Rick Ross. So, like, come on now, Ming, it's stupid. Like, why would you be mad about one of the best friends dated him and you dated him too, and Britt dated him? So y'all all dated him. So it shouldn't be a problem if anybody dated him, because each one of y'all only dated him for the money. But I'm digressing. She says, I don't have a problem with you. Like I said to your face, I would never leak or share any pictures or video of you, period. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted and you're married now. FYI, and that image from that video is still on the internet as we speak. Like I said, the internet told your business, not me. Now leave me alone. So Britt said the internet didn't tell Kenya anything, because where is it all over the internet? Like, I want to know too, Ming, where is it all over the internet? Because nobody knows where it is. Okay, because people have been looking for it for months now, since last year, and nobody has found it. And then Britt also said Ming told me herself in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour, she has saved explicit images of me in her phone, saved for a rainy day. Very weird to admit to. She ain't innocent either. Can't help we dated the same people. Well, Ming dating a girl now, so maybe she got explicit images of Brit in her phone so she can, like, pleasure herself to them. I don't know. It's really weird to why you got images of another woman, like, that in your phone. Like, what is you keeping these for? It's so weird. But anyway, moving on. He said, I'm guessing they shared the same bras too. I don't know what they shared with Rick Ross, honey. And I don't know what pictures that she would have from some party. Like, if you had pictures of her, like, in a threesome or something. Hell, weren't you there too? Like, did you just get up out of the group sex? Like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, I wouldn't be the one who was participated in this drama. But Ming is now on Basketball Wives with her new girlfriend, Ty Young, who was also dating Mimi Fowl. Listen, Ty Young been through all the reality show girlies, okay, and I guess now she's with Ming Lee, and now they could be on Basketball Wives and whatever, because they both been trying to get on. Moving on, and don't forget, remember Simon mentioned that Ming Lee was trying to bump coochies with Porsha. Y'all remember that? She in the damn divorce documents. It's just a big mess, a big ball of confusion. So Ming been trying to get on, child. I have people in the back. Let's see what y'all talking about.
Hey,
Hey, Mickey.
Michelle.
Hey,
Hey.
Michelle.
Hey. Hey, Mickey.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, Michelle.
Hey, Mickey.
That's
Ciao.
Dre,
I know
clearly.
that's
How
Dre.
you doing, Mickey?
I'm good, Michelle. Damn, I really thought that, obviously last year we know what happened. Everybody was talking about it. It played out. Now, fast forward damn near a year later, we saw it on the show. And I thought, okay, you know what? What's done is done. We're over it. Clearly, we know what actually happened. We know the outcome. Kenya got fired. Let's move on. Why are they now dragging this? Like, this is not even entertaining at this point.
I think they're dragging it because Kenya dragging it. To me, it feels like once Kenya, started her whole campaign, justice for Kenya, just it's like, NBC is a whole machine over there, child. They got PR working overtime. And so of course they're gonna make themselves look the best. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to learn that from Nene. Like they will like I don't understand why Kenya thinks she can win this battle. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it would have been more conducive. Like she should have just said nothing.
Well, I also think like it's a turn off. Like it's turning a lot, at least for me, it's turning me off. Like this ain't cute. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And Porsha, this ain't really got nothing to do with you, sweetheart. I don't know why she is now entering the chat and trying to be like, oh, well, I know who sent the photos. Oh, and I know, and this person is still on the show. Like,
Well,
girl,
you gotta
like,
understand it's the most anybody they keep trending on social media, but they're not trending on the damn day the show airs. You know?
exactly. Exactly. Like,
So
it's
I
not
guess this is
even
their way of drumming up some more interest. Maybe the ratings will go up next week. I don't know.
like let's not even start talking about how she is really flopping and how she cannot lead the show. I don't know why, like, you've been, like, Porsha, you've been through so much on the show. I don't know why you're jumping out there to involve yourself and, have this whole moment. It's like, it's not a good look. And it's like the battle of the YouTube channels. Okay, you
Mhm.
have Porsha, you have Kenya. Honestly, with Kenya, I don't think she really finna say much because even you remember last year, she promoted that she was gonna go on IG Live. She was gonna do a tell all. It was gonna be her side of the story. And all she did was give us a tour of the empty spa with the blurry filter on, you know?
Yep.
So it's I think maybe she's just using this for promo. And
Of
don't
course.
even after when they get fired, don't they still are under like some type of like NDAs? Like they kind of have to keep it cute and really not say much. And they're
Mhm.
like on non-competes and stuff like that. So I don't
Mhm.
really think she's gonna really get into it, at least probably for the next year or so. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But and
But what
now
do you think about, Portia? To me, it feels like she's inserting herself in everybody's drama because she doesn't really have a storyline, you know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
she refuses to talk about, the divorce and Simon and all of that,
yeah.
and, it's interesting now she's trying to claim that Drew and Dennis's storyline is fake, but if it's fake, you a part of it. Like,
She
she's
is a
trying to
part
act
of
like
it.
they're, conspiring against her, but to me, all 3 of them are
All
involved in
three
this
of
fake
them, yeah.
storyline. Yeah.
They're all in on it because at the end of the day, Portia, it benefits you too because it's a
Mhm.
storyline for you too.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't even make sense because oh, you trying to stroke his ego now and you're going through a divorce with another man? Like it doesn't
Mhm.
make sense. You're in on it too. You had this big plan and it didn't, really end up the way you want it to end up. And I think now that's why she's jumping on this whole Kenya and Brit train to like trying
Mhm.
to make up for anything because you were supposed to be the quote unquote lead of the show. This was supposed to be your big comeback and you're leading the show and you're making all the money and it didn't really like you're not it's just not you ain't popping right now. You know what I'm saying? But even
So
like
what do
for
you think about what Britt said as far as Kenya
I
talking?
mean, for Brit, I mean, I do feel bad for her. I really do. And I do agree, like, if these photos and videos are online, where they
That's
at?
wait. That's not me, Michelle. You keep putting me on mute. That's not me making that noise.
Well, just stay on mute then. Go ahead,
Like, where
Nikki.
they at, you know?
Uh-huh.
Housewives is they have a massive fan base, especially Atlanta. Where is anything? Where's a 10-second clip, a screenshot, anything? So
And you
for
know,
her, yeah, she's gonna show up with her blazer on and say, she was in therapy. She's going to say,
those you see who she's interviewing with, the
yeah,
Caucasian. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So those interviews are definitely NBC, Bravo,
yeah,
orchestrated. So she's gonna be on Watch What Happens Live this Sunday. So yeah, Brit
yeah.
is doing, her job right now. And Kenya ain't even on payroll no more. So, it is what it is.
And she wasn't even able to do promo for the show. They sent
Mhm.
out Portia to do and like Cynthia to do promo. So, yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the whole thing is messed up. And I just hope that we are going to get over this.
Well, Mickey. I'm just wind it up for you. Nobody's gonna watch because the queen is gone. So you're not watching anymore. I'm not watching.
Well, y'all
Nobody's
wasn't
watching.
watching when she was
The
there,
main,
so
the
it don't
the
matter.
main star is gone.
Y'all wasn't watching when she was there.
You think she really was the main star?
No, he don't believe that.
She was
He
talking about
trolling.
a divorce for 7 years, a fake imaginary divorce for
But
7 years.
He's trolling.
Mickey, I'm not trolling. Mickey, I agree with everything you said today. I wanted to say it, but you said it. Portia, she have no storyline. Nobody have a storyline. We're not talking about anything but the queen, and she's gone. So what else is there to talk about, Michelle? You're going to be in the unemployment line. It's nothing else to talk about. This is over. It's over
Okay,
for
Ming
you.
Lee's name. Okay, I'm being petty, but Ming Lee's name is Elida. I think her name is Elida, her real name, and she I don't know where she from, but
See,
she
I
She's
changed
didn't
her
from
even
whole
Detroit.
face.
see
Mean
it.
Lee is from
She changed her
Detroit.
whole face to try to
To
be
look
Asian.
Asian. Like, I didn't even know you
She's
could
not Asian. She's
do
adopted
that.
by her black family. She's not Asian, and she's from Detroit.
How you know all that?
Cause
I didn't even
she used to
know.
be best friends with someone I know
Oh, okay.
until they fell out.
Now, why the
Oh,
girls are now doing surgery to change their whole ethnicity? Like,
uh,
this is crazy.
yeah. That's a little bit of self hate involved in that.
And why would she say,
Wait. Hold on, Nick. You self hate. Wait, what did you just say,
Why
Michelle?
would
What's
you?
self hate?
Because you trying to change your race. You trying to be Asian instead of
Oh,
to
okay.
black.
be Asian? Yeah.
Oh, so it's self hate when Mean Lee does it, right? What about other people when they do it? Is it self hate?
Who else is trying to be Asian?
Nene Leakes is trying to be white.
No, she's not.
Child, she is not trying to be white because she got a blonde wig on.
Nikki,
So
come on now.
Phaedra trying to be white too. Portia trying to be white. Everybody trying to be white because they all wear blonde wigs.
It's a little different. Callie, don't forget about her. Angela.
Brit, everybody.
But Michelle, I'm not seeing money
What
only
happened
from
to
she.
Sierra Content? You made Sierra Content lead. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was good. He wasn't supposed to be here.
Go ahead, Dre.
Oh,
I,
What you was
I
saying?
wanted I wanted to ask
How,
if
oh,
the
go
roles
ahead.
were
really?
reversed, if
Dre?
the roles were reversed and
Hold
Dre?
on.
everybody
Hold
trying
on.
to look
Hold on.
black.
Hold on.
Dre?
Okay. You coming in hot. I didn't even announce you, friend. Go ahead, Dre.
No, everything Mickey said, I agree with Michelle. That's what everything
Oh,
she said, I was only when she said about Kenya, but that's all I called for. Everything she was saying, I agree
oh.
with. I wanted to say, but she said it.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
And
This
I
is
also want
Ming
to
Lee
say,
back in 2020. What year was this? I can't even
Michelle, I
see the
also
year.
want to say you need to humble yourself.
Oh, I'll do my best.
Yeah, that's all I call for.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Palaver girl.
Hi.
Now go ahead, friend.
Yeah, I just want to say to our lovely, lovely Mary, quite contrary. If imagine if somebody tried to, when people try to do blackface and everything, we tear them down. You can't do this. This is why, it's not okay. If she's
Wh-
not of an Asian descent, it's not okay
Oh,
to do that.
Well, I mean, she's done it, and she changed her name to mean to be Asian.
Exactly. I thought she was
Her name is
Kimora Lee's
Elida. Her name is
daughter.
Elida. This was her before. Well, it is what it is.
And
Michelle, show how she look now though.
Hold on. I gotta go to her Instagram. Uh, Instagram.
what did
What's her
she
name?
look like before?
That was the before. Hold on.
She's
What?
beautiful.
Yeah, she was always
Yeah, she was really
beautiful.
pretty. Yeah.
Oh, here she is, right here. Hold on. Stop screen share. Yeah, she's had a lot of plastic surgery.
Seriously, I thought she was Kimora Lee
So
Simmons' daughter,
how
Ming Lee.
how look at her eyes. How is she be trying to be Asian? Look at her eyes.
Oh, that's no, come on. That
Dre, how
come
is she
on.
trying to be Asian? She done changed her whole name to Ming Lee.
Yeah, that's because of her hair stuff. She's not trying to be Asian.
It's
Look at her
not.
eyes.
Her hair stuff was snob life.
Exactly.
So what does Ming Lee have to do with snob life? Ming Lee
She's
is
not
a
trying
is
to
an
be
Asian
Asian. She's
name.
black. She's not trying to be Asian. Trust me, I know that personally. She's not trying to be Asian.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It- I think it would be offensive if it was the reverse, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's like I by the way, I don't care about any of that. I just want to talk about Kenya and the whole nonsense. The
Okay.
Mingleys and the Chulis and the, whatever that other lady who also
Uh-huh.
apparently changed her name,
Uh-huh.
the anchor, you know? It's like whatever. We can or Tokyo, whoever does this singer's or this actress's mom with the Kardashians, her mom is Tokyo something. It's like, how can you do that? But we don't care. This is, if you don't mind, Michelle, this is what I wanted to mention about the whole Kenya situation. Full disclosure, never liked Kenya from the day she showed up and started flirting with that gut
With
rat
Apollo.
Apollo.
Uh-huh.
He was married. I don't care. You can do whatever you say, whatever you want. Everybody say, "Oh no, Kenya's so funny. Oh, she's shade." No, that's not shade. She's been a mean girl. By
Mm-hmm.
the way, what's her name? Uh, Cynthia
Mm-hmm.
should know. She tried to drown her wine business. She went
Mm-hmm.
after Marlo. We all know the story. She always got a pass. She antagonized Porsha to the point that little girl had to literally drag her hair on the studio.
Mm-hmm.
You
Kenya
know this
has,
is a reality show, right?
sweetie, I know reality. Thank you very much. Now, Kenya has pretty privilege. She looks like Black Barbie. She gets away with murder.
Uh-huh.
End of story. And now it's catching up to her. And she was mean to Nene. I will never forget how she trolled Nene. Nene didn't do anything corn wise. Nene complained about an HR issue and she tried to get the girls to rally so they can get an equal, like union type of benefits
If
if
you're
they
jealous
band
of
it
Kenya,
together.
just say
You,
that. You're jealous of
excuse
her.
me, can
You're
I
jealous
speak?
of her.
Excuse
Dre,
me.
hush. Let someone else speak. She let you speak. Go
Thank
ahead.
She
you
jealous
very
of her.
much. No, you hush, sir or ma'am. I don't know your gender.
Woo!
You need to hush for a second. These are about the facts, not, oh, I have a favoritism issue. That's not what
Okay.
we are doing here. These are the
Right.
facts. These are decades long facts. She has pretty privilege. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Literally like a life size Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful. We're not gonna take that, but she is very, very damaged. That's
Mm.
not okay. You cannot go around. Your my mother will say, listen, you have to have a different personality. You have personality home, you have personality work, you have personality social settings, And also in social settings, there's, hey, your close friends where you can go gutter because they know you, or you have acquaintance social settings. You need to learn to regulate yourself. End of
Mm.
story. Kenya, I I've empathized with her. I've given her so much grace. She
Oh, you
tried
know
to.
her? You know her?
I know her as much as you know her.
You don't know who I know.
Well, you don't know
Right.
who I know. May I please
Go ahead.
stick to the facts here?
Go
You
ahead.
talk a lot and you're very funny. You crack me up a lot when I listen to you. Now you're annoying me. Just chill for a second.
I took
I'll
them
be
out so
done.
you could
I'll be
think.
done in 2 seconds. I'll be done
Okay,
in
good.
a nanosecond.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now, these are the facts that we all have ears and eyes and we've observed. Nobody would like a downfall of another beautiful lady. Kenya is beautiful. She does not know when to stop. She has tortured a lot of ladies on this franchise that we all love. She needs to go.
Ooh.
Finally, she pissed off the white people and they got her in a
Mm.
pinch. Thank you, Brit, for your service. Don't do what Kenya did. Just saying.
Okay.
Thank you. You can go on now.
Thank you, Oliver girl. Appreciate you. Hold
Oh
on.
dear. I
Right.
do love you guys. I swear. I enjoy you guys so much.
Human who is it? Human Archie. Hello, hello, hello.
All right. I'm going to drop off and watch and listen to you. Bye.
Okay. Good to talk to you, friend. Hello. Where everybody go? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Human, human. Okay, I'm kicking you out. Okay. Super sleuth.
I want to know why I gotta wait to get in the club. Why do I have to wait in line?
Well, I didn't know who you was.
You do know, you
Well,
know
now
every
I
time
do.
you
Well,
okay,
now I
well
Jazzy
do.
Bill, I
then
got a plan for you. I need to talk to you behind closed doors.
Can y'all
okay,
hold on? We have a guest. Toya, Taya.
Taya.
sorry.
Hey, Taya. How you doing, friend?
Hello, how are you?
Good.
I think I have like an unpopular opinion, a little bit.
Okay.
But that's okay because that's what we're here for. We're here to have unpopular and different
Everyone's
opinions,
welcome.
right? And it's been a lot, so I'm gonna try to summarize it, right? I'm not a twirler. Well, I'm not like a super fan of anybody, to be clear. So I'm not team twirler or nothing like that. But I've never really been a fan of Kenya. However, there's been a lot that has been revealed this week. One of the things I didn't realize was that the initial meet and greet, when Britt was like coming for Kenya about this whole ring situation, I didn't realize it was like a whole nother person in the room who Kenya had came with that, and allegedly, because I wasn't there, but
Mhm.
just by listening to the different versions of the story. Um,
Mhm.
there was, I guess, the main person or whoever this person is, but Kenya had came or that person was in the room, and that's who. And in addition to Kenya being the known bullier of all newcomers every season, like literally, I'm gonna land this plane. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But
It's okay.
initially, Britt came in hot at Kenya.
Uh-huh.
Normally, Kenya's a total a hole, and but this
Well,
this
Kenya was
year,
kind of nice, nasty. Now she wasn't. It wasn't innocent. It wasn't an innocent exchange to me. Now you
I
might have seen it
mean,
because she was like, "Is that your ring?" And da. Oh, oh, oh! You have another husband? Is that your first husband or your second?
but
You
I'm
know,
not,
it's like you
but
get what?
I'm from season one, so I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
say for Kenya it was
It was
wow.
mild.
Yeah,
It was mild.
yeah, like, knowing what she
Yeah,
capable of, especially initially. She
yeah,
like I was even like, well, damn, I wasn't the first episode. I wasn't feeling Britt or Kelly.
yeah.
Okay,
No.
I ain't like neither one of them huzzies. Like, well, first of all, could you at least get through the orientation packet before y'all start coming for these established?
Yeah.
cast
But
members.
traditionally, that's what the newbies do though,
I
traditionally. It's
mean,
like
they do
to me,
say,
it's like
you hit the
everybody
bigger.
had like a target. Because Angela
Well,
had Shamia,
no, you
Kelly
always been
had
taught
Porsha.
swing on the biggest one first,
Yeah,
and
because
the
remember,
rest fall in line.
Kelly came in hot. Why you with that woman's husband? She said that before she even said
Yeah,
hello.
like, can you say hello? Can I take my coat off? Could you be
Yeah,
like, well, how you doing? How old is your daughter now? Ease me into it and then start asking me my business. I'll probably tell you my business, but ease me into it first.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna fast forward.
Okay.
So everyone's like raving about the gun thing, like, oh, if you're arguing with somebody, you can't say nothing about a gun. But for real, the way I felt about it was like, okay, yeah, it's wrong that she said it. However, by the time that she said it, she wasn't like face to face arguing. She was venting, talking shit. I'm sorry, talking stuff. I felt like she was just like popping off with her mouth to her husband. And
Mhm.
meanwhile, her husband was taking the mic off. I don't feel like she like actually said it to her. It was like, yeah, I'm about that life. And like she's
Did
talking
you
trash money, but I felt like she was talking that trash to her husband
did you see
about the
Portia's
situation. Hmm.
Portia's live? I did notice in Portia's video, she said that none of them knew that Britt had said anything about a gun until afterwards. So again, remember when I said it was a hot mic moment? Just like when
Yeah.
Cynthia and Candy was like, I'm mic or whatever. It was like you said, she was taking her mic off, like she was popping off at her husband. They was walking in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? And so Kenya was on her phone or getting in the car or whatever. Like the way production or the editing made it seem like Portia was protecting Kenya from possibly getting beat up or something. But at the end of
So
the
here's my
day, they
question.
all was
So here's my question.
uh-huh.
Because it appeared that either way, it appeared they were separated.
Uh-huh.
So how did the word get back to Kenya that that's what she said if Kenya didn't hear her?
I guess the next day, production, somebody could have told her that they
No,
heard,
but in the car that for that scene in the car, Kenya was already talking about it and saying basically, I want her
oh,
to touch me.
well, yeah,
I
but
want her
again,
to
we
do
don't know
something.
what happened in them 2 hours that allegedly
So,
got
okay,
cut out.
true. Yeah, true. So
So,
that's one of the unpopular opinions that I feel like I have. I feel like, listen, it was a heated moment, and it was like, get my husband, because I'm going to be like, get my husband too. And then
mhm,
she's popping off, and she's probably not about that life. If she is about it, not whatever. But she's basically venting to her husband, like, yeah, because I'm about that, and I got the whips and what. Like, I really don't feel like. Now, if they was face to face, and she was like, yeah, because I got my hitter back here, okay, that's a threat. But if we separated and I'm like, girl, let me tell you what happened because this chick thinks she this, that, the third, and she
mhm,
don't just know I'll drag her and not a. If I'm
mhm,
talking to my husband, my good girlfriend, my sister, somebody like that, and
mhm.
I'm talking what I'm talking, I can say whatever I want to say. That don't mean I'm threatening nobody.
I agree.
Now, if we face to face, that's a threat.
Hmm, I agree.
So,
And I feel
regardless
like it
of,
wasn't a threat because Kenya was laughing, and I feel like that's why Bravo played the audio of them in the car because they was joking about, Angela and Charles and whatever else, driving Miss Daisy or whatever they was talking about when they left. And if she was threatened or felt her life was in danger, I'm sure knowing Kenya, she would have went straight to the authorities. You know?
and maybe I'm a little bit of the 92%, but I'm sorry, but when you do things, you got to cross your T's and you got to dot your I's. So regardless of whether or not we feel as though or whoever feels as though Brit's apology was genuine,
Mhm.
she rolled up her sleeves and
And
she
she
did
did.
what she
Mhm.
corporately she did what she was supposed to do.
I agree.
She sat there. Oh, I take full accountability. Whether she was really believed it or not, she said it. She said it on camera.
Mhm.
She threw a little soft hair in there. She brought not just any bouquet of flowers. She brought a nice size bouquet of flowers. Oh, girl!
And
And I
don't you
wrote
think
up,
it's
and she made
deflection
it a
though?
point to make sure that we knew that she put a heartfelt,
No.
detailed note. With
But don't you think it's
she checked
deflection
all the
though?
corporate boxes.
When everyone keeps talking about the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun threat, the gun threat, like that doesn't negate that Kenya literally went and printed off life size images of somebody sucking peen
Come
and
on,
displayed them in her. Like none of that negates that. You know what I'm saying? Like You like
Michelle, if
literally
I'm
sitting
coming
at
to your
the
event to support you, I don't care what beef you got going on with somebody. I'm not there for that foolishness.
mhm, mhm.
I'm not there for
And
that
she did
foolishness.
it
I'm
too.
not on the show. I shouldn't have to be sitting in the room in my good clothes.
Mhm.
And I got to sit back and watch. If I wanted to watch porn, I could have sat home and watched porn. I ain't come to this so-called classy event
And she did
in
it
my
to
good
humiliate
clothes.
that
Now I
girl
don't waste it.
though.
I'm like Kenya. I'm sorry. I'm like Porsche. I wasted an outfit for this shit. This some hood rat shit.
Right,
It's like, oh,
right.
am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I've been cussing already. So.
No, that's not a lot. But yeah,
Right.
she
It seemed like you
yeah,
had
she
like
did it
Brit, if you ask me.
Tried it. Oh, hello, welcome, Dre. You're the one that liked it. Oh, okay. You've been taking notes. Now
oh,
come on with your performance.
Look at God.
Is
Look
that
at
me?
who you here with. Come on and perform. 'Cause you wanted to perform.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
That's the remix.
Okay.
hello.
All right. I would hope
Your
that you
phone
know
not
how
breaking
to
up.
respectfully have a conversation. But come on, what you got?
Yeah.
About
I
what?
And
No.
I like that she finally, okay, it's her time to speak out and do her press run. I just don't want her to get Brit to get like heavily involved in too much of the nonsense because if they don't plan on getting rid of you yet, keep on playing your cards right. And I mean, I don't want
yeah.
to see
Um,
another season,
Well,
but she might get
we got a
another
lot
season
going
out of it.
on. We got two more like, two more girls trips going on. So I feel like, it's a lot of stuff that's gonna happen that, we'll see. But Brit's spot seems to be secure at this point.
And I'm
Kenya's
curious.
not so much.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm invested in the season because I've been hearing rumblings of, oh, she said something about Shamia's daughter. I'm really curious how this plays out.
Mhm. Mhm.
I want to know, did she specifically say something, really bad about her kid, or did she say something in the wrong way? And oh my God, you said you don't like the color green. Green represents mental illness. So, oh, now you're against mental illness. Like, I'm just curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah. We'll see. I guess, maybe it'll bring more eyes to the show because them ratings still weren't good for even the Kenya episode. So
And I love, love, love how well Kenya's commentary on Nene aged. That is so dope. That is so dope.
okay.
I love how that aged.
Prophetess Nene
Because
Leakes, she always on point, ain't he?
the same nail you tried to put in her coffin. What you say, Dre? Look at God. Won't he do it?
Okay. Well, thank
All
you,
right.
Taya. I appreciate you, friend.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Hello,
Human.
hello, Michelle.
Hey, now I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just hopping in. I kind of came in probably in the middle when you guys were talking about Brit wanting to be Asian or something like that.
No, Ming Lee.
Oh, Ming Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of like sparked me a little bit because I heard the girl prior to her that was basically making to me was a false equivalency of saying it being the other way around of Asian person doing blackface.
Uh-huh.
We can't. That's a false equivalency.
Yeah.
We already have case studying presidents in this country, well, in the U.S. basically, about blackface, and it's not. It can't be the opposite way around when it comes to this whole game of cultural appropriation and all of that. They're just not even.
Oh, thank you for the education. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just that gets me fired up a lot of times when people say stuff, try to make false equivalencies about black people that it's just not
Mhm.
true. Um, and going back to what the last woman was just saying there, I agree with everything that she said regarding this Kenya situation. I mean, I I like all the women on the show. Don't get me wrong, but Kenya is very feisty and, like you say, nice, nasty. That's the perfect way to put it.
Mhm.
She was very nice and nasty to that woman when she was talking about her ring and everything, and just the way that she addressed. Especially if you don't know somebody, you don't just go and address them like that. So yeah, when she went out and she was saying all of what she said to her friend, she was venting. And she said whatever
Mhm.
she had to say because she was mad. She didn't say that, hey, King, I'm going to shoot you with a gun. She basically was saying, I'm mad and I can defend myself if I need it. That's really what she was basically saying.
But Kenya
So,
has said that she would shoot somebody with a gun. Back in the
Yeah,
day, she
Kenya
said
did
it
that. She did.
to Phaedra. She was talking about she said in her confessional, and she even pulled out a gun.
Yeah,
Y'all
because she
remember
ended up
that?
buying the gun when her house got robbed that time. Remember?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And that again, that's why I don't really. I like Kenya for the show, but as a person in general, no, Kenya is not a nice person at all. She don't give me that. She gives me a very nice, nasty woman, just like
Hmm.
her friend Claudia Jordan.
Not.
You know, it's kind
Yeah.
of crazy when dudes call you Michelle and they don't like females or ladies. You know, ladies like
Well, no,
Kenya.
Dre, I'm a
That's
gay
just.
man that I can admit about it, so there's
Oh,
no
okay.
issue
Well,
about
I
that.
was just
Right?
wondering. That's
Yeah.
just a little different. That's just different.
Right. Yeah. Catch your
Maybe,
tongue the other night.
maybe,
Right.
you want to be Kenya. Maybe that's the problem in Claudia. I don't
What?
know, but it
No,
just seemed
no,
kind
Dre,
of
I'm
weird.
actually comfortable in my own skin. What
I'm
about
just saying,
you?
it just seemed kind of weird. Maybe you jealous of her. I don't know.
But I'm
Can't be
comfortable in
her,
my
so
skin.
I
Is
don't
this
know.
projection?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and I. I'm comfortable. You're not. But I'm good,
Ooh.
Michelle. Thank you for having me on there. I'm off for
Thank you,
tonight.
human, for setting the record straight. I didn't, I caught it but didn't catch it. Sometimes I
I
don't be
got
feeling
you.
like doing it, but I did.
Bye,
Thank you,
peasant.
friend. All right. Hello. Oh, who's next? Oh, you ain't said nothing, Jezebel. I'm sorry. Biggie.
Um, Dre done, Dre,
Dre.
Dre done
Wait,
gotten knocked down twice tonight. Dre,
Not
what do you
twice.
do with these people?
by who?
Okay, the
I
first
don't remember the
lady,
first person. Who you talking
the
about? But
Palava,
Let's
whatever her name was.
well, I mean, she's not from the United States, so I'm not about to argue with somebody overseas. And when I'm overseas, ain't nobody saying nothing.
Okay, Trump.
look at Kenya with her gun right here on the show. Y'all look. Now,
Girl,
Brit mentioned the gun. She didn't have one. Kenya mentioned the gun and said she was gonna pop somebody in a donkey booty. Hold on. Oops. What a sound. Hold on. Let me start this now.
What? Do I need to pack some heat?
Wait.
Because they just got shot in the ass.
Who would win, a taser gun or a real?
Now, this was a joke, right? This was a joke. She literally had a pistol. And she said that she had it for
Oh,
somebody
Michelle,
with a
please,
donkey
Michelle,
booty.
please humble yourself, please.
No, you humble
Michelle,
yourself,
was
right?
Phaedra in the house with her?
Exactly.
She
Did
wasn't in
she
the house with
bring
her,
the
but she said she was
firearm?
packing it to take it to the
Jezebel, you
trip.
know what I'm thinking,
Now,
Jezebel?
now wait a minute, wait a minute. She said that she was packing it to take it to a trip because she needed to use it on a donkey booty. Now, Britt said, I got gun, whatever she said, I got a pistol. She didn't say I'm about to use it on you. One is a
Excuse
threat and
me.
one is not.
Wait. Off subject for a second. Michelle, do you have Wells Fargo?
No, I don't.
You know, Jezebel, I think you should work for Michelle. Because every time, I think you should. I think you should work for her. And I say that because when I look on Instagram, I see Michelle like she bought a new Porsche. She, the other one, she get it. You know how you get it? What you call it? Glove up and stuff. Then the truck
Strap.
probably glove
The
up.
strap.
You know, and she fix up the house, do this, that. She just with this room and that room. She's just spending her money on stuff that she don't need to spend her money on,
Why are you
Jezebel.
Wait a
counting
minute.
her
So what
money?
I'm going with this is, I think you should work for Michelle, and we should do her like they did Wendy Williams. Then we could put Michelle up
What?
in $1,000 a month bucket place, and she could be looking out the window talking about help me," and we could just
Not
sell
funny.
her house
This is not
and
funny.
sell her cars, and we could have
Dre,
advantage of her
okay.
money, and we could be her guardian.
Yeah, we gonna be Michelle's guardian.
I would
Michelle,
love that, Jezebel, but she got that criminal nephew cousin of hers that's a criminal, so he might
he is
come.
not a criminal. That's
He
not
is a criminal. It was on the news.
Not.
It
He
was
is
on the
not.
Dre.
news. I I,
He's
I
not
will
a
send you the
criminal.
news clip. It was on the news.
Send
I
me
swear to
the
God,
clip.
he's a
Dre,
He's
criminal.
not
I
a
come
swear to
on.
God, I don't lie. I don't lie. But he probably would try to take her money. But Jazzy Bill, we could. I would like you to work for her. Are you still hired, Michelle?
First of all, I am
Free
straight.
Michelle.
I am straight from the A's second employee, and there's only two employees, me and Biggie. Well, 3, Michelle, Biggie, and me. So don't nobody else be hitting up Michelle for no jobs. Third of all, Dre, stop trying to count Michelle pockets. Leave this
I'm
rich
no,
black
I'm just
woman
saying she's
alone.
spending her money. She's not saving. It's
If
just
she
like she's just
wanted
spending
to
her money.
buy,
Jazzy Bill, the way
it
she
doesn't
bought that
matter.
Porsche, she was not supposed to buy that Porsche. I swear to God, she
Not
just
Can we
supposed to
get
bought
buy
back
it.
on
things to
topic?
count
Can
Okay,
we get
I'm
back on
sorry, Jazzy
topic?
Bill.
Can we get back
it.
on topic?
It ain't getting repo like Sheree car. Don't worry about it. Okay. Michelle, Phaedra was
Yes.
not in that closet with Kenya and she was not in that house.
Okay.
Kenya was in the vicinity of Brit. They both
And
were
Kenya was
wrong.
packing a gun to take with her. Did you not hear what she said?
Did she pack it?
Yeah.
How you know?
Well, how you know she didn't?
Michelle, I don't even like Kenya, but come on now. They both were
I'm just
wrong.
saying. How you know she didn't? Let's listen. Hold on.
What? Do I need to pack some heat?
You got a piece of steel in there?
Because if things get out of hand,
What do you have
I
here?
might just have to bring out my firearm.
Did she not just say that? Now, what's the
No.
difference?
It's for entertainment purposes
Oh, that's
only.
my cue.
Well, Brit was for entertainment purposes
No,
only.
Brit was she was serious. She's a hood rat. Look at her.
I love
Oh yeah,
you.
Brit is a little
Didn't know
bit
you
of
had
a
that kind
She's a
of
hood rat. She
closet.
live with
Now, if
everybody
a
in Atlanta.
donkey is feeling
She's a rat.
froggy and they want to leap, they can leap all the way to the emergency room. Because they just got shot in the ass.
Michelle, please.
You heard that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you talk I got here late, but did you talk about how Ming is possibly the person who sent her the stuff?
Ming said that she wasn't.
Ming is a liar.
But
Ming
even if she
doesn't.
did, what difference does it make?
Can
See,
you
that's what I mean. Y'all
stop?
get into the minutia of
No,
where the stuff came from.
Michelle,
We don't
please
care.
wait. In the state of Georgia, is that considered revenge? You know what?
It's considered revenge. What Kenya did is considered
Not
revenge because
not
she
in the state of Georgia.
publicized
No,
it.
it's
She
not.
put it on a poster board and
No,
she
it's not.
displayed it to a room full of people. Yes, it
Jacksonville,
is.
no, it's
Google
not.
it. Google it. Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
know if that. Okay, well that's besides my point. I'm just
Jacksonville,
saying.
we was born in Atlanta, not Tennessee. We it's not. Trust me. I know the laws of my
We,
state. Yeah, we.
Clearly
Dre, I
don't.
thought you was from like Nebraska or somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I'm- Okay, I
Even though
don't
she
know.
don't be like,
Michelle is looking it up. I don't know, but
I'm telling you.
I just I think they both were wrong, and I think Kenya, she thought she was gonna get away with that, and she thought it was
Jacksonville,
gonna be a
you know for a
TT.
fact I know the law. I went to Harvard.
revenge porn is a distribution of sexually explicit images or videos of individuals without their consent, with the punitive intention to create public humiliation or character assassination out of revenge against the victim.
We know the definition, but we're talking about in Georgia. What's the law?
Is that Michelle? Do you have a high school diploma?
Do you?
Michelle is a well decorated entrepreneur, and she don't need you questioning her education. Michelle is one of the smartest people I know. Now go ahead, Michelle, and find the information. Hurry up and pull it
It
up.
would be a
So,
misdemeanor. It said in recent years, Georgia has strengthened the law. A first offense if images are posted some places online. For example,
It's not
on
online.
someone's social media page is a high and aggravated misdemeanor if the nude or
It's not
sexually
online
explicit
though.
image, whether real or falsely created, is considered harassment or sometimes someone's financial loss while serving no purpose for the person depicted.
It just Michelle. It's just
well,
well.
it
Listen,
was
rats. If you don't want your picture sent out, stop sending them to people. It's that
Lawmakers
simple.
across the country have been cracking down in recent years on revenge porn or non consensual pornography as more people have gone public with their stories about the effect on their lives and mental health. People often associate revenge, PRN, with people sharing these images to get back at former boyfriends or girlfriends, thus the term. However, they can also be shared by third parties trying to embarrass or harm someone. The threat
mhm.
of posting such images can also be used to threaten or bribe others. Oh no, let me go to the code.
But wasn't this from something
A
that's
person
on?
violates this code section if he or she knowing the content of a transmission or post knowingly and without the consent of the depicted persons, either electronically transmits or posts, either post to a website or a sharing site, either electronic, via any other means that does not fall within paragraph A. So basically, she's showing it could be considered a misdemeanor.
Okay. Well, charge
I'm
her.
not an attorney, but it's there.
Put her in Rice
Y'all
Street.
Google it yourself. Huh?
Lock her up. Put her in Rice Street. Lock her up.
Not lock her up. For
You know, I don't
misdemeanor,
care
she
either
probably
way.
just get a fine.
She can't pay no fine.
Why?
Is the salon being
Where
booked up?
they say Kenya been with a lot of dudes. So Fannie Willis has so the city girls stick
Bonnie.
together.
Bonnie.
Michelle, you really mad about this? You really want Kenya to get this fine, don't you?
Uh-uh. I'm just
Okay, her
reading.
check is gone. So,
It says
that's
harassment. It could be also considered harassment, engaging in conduct directed at a depicted person that is intended to cause substantial emotional harm to the depicted person. Nudity, the showing of the human male or female genitals, pubic area, or buttocks without any cover. So basically, doing that without permission, child. Anyway, I'm not
Wait,
gonna
wait, wait,
like
wait, wait, wait. I
interpret
got
the
one more
law.
question though, Michelle. Why Portia don't got no storyline though? Like I thought you said she's supposed to
You
be
need
like
to
the
ask
middle,
Portia.
the middle chick. Like she is supposed to
No,
be all
Shamia, the
about
middle
her.
peach.
Yeah, but Portia, why is she on the show? She have nothing going on. Like we can't see her house.
Well, remember, yeah,
We
but
don't know
all of
why
that
she
was
getting
going
a
on
divorce.
during
Like,
filming, and so
what's going on
Bravo
with her
honored.
divorce? She's not talking about her divorce. She's not talking about taking the married man. Like, she's not talking about nothing. It's like, why bring her on? Like, what was her purpose of being on the show? She's wet.
Portia
Mm.
scammed Bravo.
Yeah, she did.
Now she's sitting up there collecting a free check. She need
And
to
Well,
then
get
you
that's
out of
got
why
her.
Shimmy.
Bravo got her on YouTube working.
She needs to get out of Uncle Simon's house ASAP.
You sticking with your Nigerian cousins, aren't you?
Period.
And on
Get
that
out
note,
his.
I gotta head on over to Patreon at midnight.
Are you going to Patreon?
I am. I got some tea, honey.
Oh, come on, Dre. We could troll Michelle over there.
What you got tea about?
I tell y'all on Patreon.
Can you give us a hint? Because it's gonna determine whether I go or not.
Don't go then. I'm not giving you
Oh,
no hint.
you see how she do me? This is why I quit.
I ran into some people this week.
Who is a man or a woman?
Eh,
Come
You'll have
on.
to see. I have to tell you on Patreon.
I hope she ain't talking about no dang on Peter Tommy.
I hope
No,
not. Oh, I hope
no.
it's not Apollo.
It was a former housewife.
Deshaun is selling houses, y'all, over there by the Southwest Art
How
Center.
you
She got
know it was
some nice
Deshaun? How you know?
houses. Oh, I'm plugged
Huh?
in.
How
Um,
you know?
and she is making money being a
So,
realtor.
oh my God, I'm standing out right now. This is Housewives season 1 history. Original. I wish you the best. I can't wait to see. I have to show y'all that opening.
Period. Okay, bye, Michelle.
Bye.
Oh, did you see my picture?
What's your what is your picture of?
That's probably not you, but it's somebody.
That is me. Let me see.
Oh, is it?
Kinda. Let me see. Let me go into my archives and pull up my card because I had posted it on YouTube that time.
I was
That do
watching
look
the
like the
show.
front of it,
Now,
huh?
is that the new Porsche or the old Porsche that you was
The new
driving?
one.
Oh God.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying,
watching the
Jazzy Bill.
show.
You could work for her. We could take all her money.
Look, it's in my shorts. Y'all didn't see it when
Uh-uh.
I posted it.
Oh wait, yes,
Right
I
there.
did see it.
You see it right there?
Yep, because I saw it on the show. I was like,
Yeah, I woke up feeling grateful.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to play the music. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that look like it in your thing. Where you get that screenshot from? That was behind that girl, wasn't it?
uh-huh.
Behind Akila.
No, that's all. Who is that? I don't know. I just saw some cars and I was like, that's probably Michelle Batmobile back there.
Oh, because Akila had took a picture and is literally behind her in the picture.
This person got on green in this picture. I don't know who this is.
Hold on, let me go to her Instagram. Show you. Akila Coleman. Okay, here she go right here. And then she post that
Dre,
time.
What?
who are these stragglers in the comments?
Oh, here it is right here.
Bunch of peasants.
Where did Michelle get all these people from?
Wait a minute. Wait a car.
No, that's
There,
not Akila in that picture. It's somebody
there you
in
go right
green.
there. See it right there. See my ties.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it right there.
You sound country, Michelle. You see my tie?
You see my ties. You see my ties behind her. That's it. Well, all right. I will see y'all over on the Pantheon.
Can I say
So
something before you go?
I don't want no Rolls Royce. What I need a Rolls Royce for? I ain't that rich.
What you need 3 cars for? What do
I
you
want
need
no
three
Rolls
cars
Royce.
for? What do you need 3 cars for? You don't have no kids and you don't have a man
Dre,
You don't
you
know
know
what
what?
I
that we know about.
got. You
Dre,
don't know what
he's
I got
a
I'm
habitual
just saying,
lie
what does she need
stuffer.
3 cars for?
because I can. I
I'm
mean,
Cause she
they're
calling
wants
Bank of
different.
America. I
to.
know you got
I
Bank of
need. They're
America.
they're all different for different things.
Mm-mm.
She
You
got a
just
play
wasting money.
car. She got
You
a
just
work
jealous.
car. She
Where does
got
she
a.
work?
She worked for herself. What you talking about?
Oh.
Michelle worked for the people.
What hours do she work?
Two
Ten
I
to
to
got
ten
eight,
to
questions.
two. I
I got
10
work
to
ten to
questions.
two every
2,
night.
I got
12 to
questions.
4.
What are
But
your questions?
Michelle, you need to humble yourself.
So do you, Dre.
She hate that Jasmine. Tell her to humble herself.
Why would she need to humble herself?
Exactly.
Just say it.
She is humble.
Goodbye. I see y'all over on the Patreon. Y'all ain't talking
Okay,
about
bye,
nothing.
bye, bye.
Bye. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. I also had an update on some other stuff, but I'll save it for tomorrow. If you are a member of the Patreon squad, head over there now. If you are not a member of the Patreon squad, you still have time to join. $5 tier and above is tier 2 and above. We will be in the live stream tonight. I got some tea. I got some tea. I got some tea. I can't say publicly until they say it publicly, but I will say it over on my Patreon. You said hit up Kirk for the Rolls Royce. I don't want that Rolls Royce, honey. The people is looking for that Rolls Royce. And thank you to everybody who contributed to the stream. Y'all have blessed me tonight. I appreciate you. Let me see who over here. Teresa, thank you. Natasha's hair souffle, thank you, friend. Natasha again, thank you, friend. D Hayden, thank you, friend. Natasha again. I read these when they came through, but that's why I'm not reading them. But y'all can read them if y'all want to. Son, thank you, friend. You said you're not supposed to have child. Oh, child corn. Okay. Tyler, thank you, friend. He said art, not art candy. I missed this one. It's just mad because Bravo asked Phaedra to come back. Yeah, I think so. Natasha said Michelle Candy was back in Kenya's in the radio clip. Yup. And then we have a few new members. Nakia, shout out to Nakia and shout out to La La. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the squad. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. Cause y'all just be watching and don't be wanting to subscribe, but y'all still be here. So that is a blessing to me. I will see you over in Patreon in about I'm late. I was supposed to be at 12. Okay. I'll see you over at Patreon. Good night, squad.